I want to wish a happy Memorial's Day to every person that is out there that is watching this video. And that I want to sit here and say that I hope that you are enjoying your Memorial Day and that you have enjoyed your Memorial Day weekend. And I want to sit here and I want to say this right quick, that for those who have video requests and ask me to do video requests, as of today only, I am putting the video requests to the side and I will continue them tomorrow. But what I mean by this, I will do a video request tomorrow, or I probably might do 2 videos tomorrow pertaining to the video requests that were asked for me to do. But I want to sit here and I want to say this, that as of today, that I put the video requests that are in line on the side to do this video, which is Memorial Day Rant 2017. And that before I get into my rant, I want to sit here and I want to say this, that I know that a lot of people come and visit, or they're subscribers of my YouTube channel. They love and enjoy the videos simply because they find them very informative and very educating, and some of them are very funny. And the reason why that most of the videos that I do that are very funny to most people is simply because it is something that they can relate to, or it's me raising up my voice and telling it the way it is, or something that is in society and is nothing but speaking pure honesty towards other people. And a lot of people can say that, okay, this is actually speaking to them. And that I want to sit here and I want to say this, that I know a lot of people probably have commented and said I sound like Cat Williams being real funny and everything. It's fine by me. But I know for the most part that a lot of people enjoy the videos on here in their eyes and find them educating and informative and love all the videos that I do. But in the eyes of trolls and naysayers, they don't. And the reason why that the trolls and the naysayers do not find my videos informative or very educating is simply because that, number one, is they always say in the comment section, well, Tyler, you raise up your voice too much. And the reason why I know why they are saying that is simply because I have said something that has, due to me raising up my voice, and my words had penetrated something on the inside of them, burning something up that is there on the inside of them, and causing them to be extremely uncomfortable. Or when it comes to me giving something very educating or very informative, or telling it the way it is, or being funny, and then it's catching them in their own act of what they have been doing probably to other people in the past, or something that they have done wrong in the past and refuse to acknowledge it. So in other words, my words have sparked up something up on the inside of them that caused them to get into their feelings and to get offended. So what do? They attack me. So I sit here and I say this, that due to all the comments of what the trolls and the naysayers have said on this channel, I have deleted them and I have banned them from this channel because they weren't nothing but a waste of my time. And that I'm just going to sit here and say this as well, that this is leading up to my Memorial Day rant. Out of all the comments that I have seen by the trolls and naysayers that I didn't waste my time with, but this comment right here, it really got my attention. And it got my attention in such a way that I was not going to let this comment slide today, because I needed for every single person to hear it. And this is telling you, based on what this person, or this troll, what I said, had said in the comment section, you can tell that this person does not have no common sense. This person does not have no conscience whatsoever. And that this person mainly misconstrued what I had said in the video, and that took one part out of the video but not the whole, but not listened to the whole thing. It was obvious to me But I just want to sit here and I want to say, it was one of the most out of order comments that I've ever seen, but it extremely got my attention. I said, I'm not letting this one slide. Oh no, this is going to be my rant. And I know that a lot of you probably might laugh at this or whatever, but fine by me. But I sit here and I give you this warning to all you trolls. You come on this channel if you want to, but whatever. But I'm going to sit here and I'm going to ban you from this channel. You come with your ugly, ludicrous comments or whatever, just because I am telling it the way it is. And I'm just going to go on ahead and get started with this particular person's comment. And I'm just going to keep this person's name anonymous. Now let me just go on ahead and get started. This particular person said, you seem to have trust or abandonment issues. I come back and respond, please explain. This particular person comes back with an explanation. Says, Tyler JTI, okay, well, when you were talking about someone leaving you high and dry without an explanation to cut them off seems a bit extreme. Then you went on to say they have 24 hours to explain. Quick is understandable. But to want that person to prove you, to show receipts and evidence, is just not showing faith in that person. And to, I'm trying to hold my comment, because this comment right here, I'm trying to hold my tongue, people. I don't want you to listen to this, because I'm going to try my best to hold my tongue, because I really want to rant on this one. And to me, listen, if someone needs to keep being reassured, I am there for them and a real friend. They have deeper issues than they aren't even directed at me. I just happen to be in the crossfire. The person being lashed out at the moment. Do you hear that, people? Because I'm trying my best to hold my tongue. Now I come back in response. Listen. Yes, you are right on. I spoke that a person got 24 hours to explain themselves. I admit to it. I disagree with your saying if a person leaves you high and dry without an explanation is a bit extreme. But you have a right to disagree with my side. Now, if a person promised to meet up with you somewhere, no matter where it's at, imagine yourself if someone promises you that they are going to meet you somewhere, and if they didn't show up, no call, no show that day, if they tell you at the last minute or before the time that you were supposed to meet up with that person, understandable. See what I said? If they left you there after they had committed to their promise, they need to have an explanation on what happened. If they care, they will tell you what happened the next day and to get with you. I said, I don't think you are understanding from what I am saying from that scenario. Let me explain it to you where I'm speaking here so that you can probably have an understanding. Some people will make a lie in that scenario. And I'm going to tell you what the scenario is, because a lot of you asking what scenario. Some people, this is the scenario. That scenarios will happen saying that, well, something happened to their cell phone on that day, which they promised to meet up with you. So, on that same day, you sense something wasn't right, or you have a gut feeling from what that person had spoke to you on that day, which they promised to meet up with you. Wouldn't you go and do a background check on them to see if they were lying or not? I would ask for a receipt to see if they did get a new phone or not on the day or the day after. And what I meant in the video, I didn't clarify more clearly, which I admit to it. But I know for a fact something wasn't right. And if something wasn't, then you have the right to do a background check on them. Alright. This person did not even come back with a response to try and give any type of effort to make me critically think about what he said. So that was telling me that I was in the right from what I was saying. I'm the one that told this particular person how it was, telling it how it is. Due to this person saying this out of order comment, didn't have no business saying. Now, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to say this, that how in the hell, whoever that person, if you're watching this video, I don't care if you do say something out on YouTube against me or whatever, I don't care. How in the hell you going to sit here and going to say that when a person leaves you high and dry, someone leaves you high and dry, and to cut them off seems a bit extreme. How in the hell is that a bit extreme? That is not a bit extreme. If someone has told you ahead of time, let me clarify this. If someone has told you ahead of time that something had happened, or if there was an emergency, or something had happened at the last minute or whatever, before they were supposed to meet up with you, I sit there and I said it in the comment section. That is understandable. But how in the hell can it be so extreme that if you are to meet someone somewhere, and then this same someone was supposed to commit to their word on what they're saying, they didn't call or no show at that day, no matter what the damn place may be. And they were supposed to be there. Wouldn't you think that wouldn't have been a waste of time? That wouldn't have probably been a waste of money depending on where the place was at? And do you think that it wouldn't have not been a waste of time of that person that could have been doing something else? And you calling this a bit extreme? If that person was probably wasting their money, sacrificing their time, rather it might be a game, or rather it might be in a restaurant or whatever, do you think that it would not have been a waste of their money? Well, for a restaurant, if they already just spent the money on you so that you can come for a reserved seat or whatever, don't you think that would have not been a waste of money? So what you're sitting here saying that person is a bit extreme because they were there on time and they were committed to their word, and then gonna sit there and gonna say that's a bit extreme. If someone has spent 2 tickets and then you promise to come, to meet them there at that game, and that person done spent the money on you, do you not think that person is not going to ask for an explanation, and then you going to have the nerve enough to sit there and say, that's a bit extreme? Now, you going to sit here and going to say that this is a bit extreme. Now, when it comes to a person committing to their word, and that they're somewhere far away, and they done wasted all of their gas money to get there to meet up with you, and that particular someone promised to meet them there, and that same someone didn't no call or no show, and you gonna sit there and gonna say that's a bit extreme because they are asking for an explanation? How damn backwards you are! You are backwards to the core. That's what you are. And you gonna sit there and gonna say all of this was a bit extreme? And you gonna sit there and say that person ain't gonna ask for no explanation? I would. Hell, I sacrificed my time, and I could have been doing something else. Wouldn't you subscribers or viewers, just like I explained, but this person says that it's a bit extreme. And like I said, if they don't give an explanation, you have the right to cut them off. And you're gonna have the audacity enough to sit there and say that's a bit extreme. If somebody was there going to a restaurant and you was meeting someone there and you gonna sit there and say that you didn't waste that person's gas money, I'm trying to get you to critically think, because your mindset is out of order. And you gonna sit there and gonna say that's a bit extreme, that person ain't gonna ask for an explanation, and you gonna sit there and gonna say so what you saying that person don't need to ask for no explanation. That's a waste of gas money, isn't it? If somebody threw a party for you or whatever, it wasn't a surprise party, but threw a very small party for you, and it was just like a gathering of 3 or 4 people, and you decide not to show up. And you promised to show up to that party from what somebody had told you, and you gonna sit there and gonna say, that's not a bit extreme? That's what you gonna sit there and gonna say? How in the world you gonna say all of this is a bit extreme? And then you go on and say in the comment section, quick is understandable. So it's sitting here telling me, whatever you meant by quick is understandable, from how I'm seeing it, you contradicting yourself. You are contradicting yourself. And then you sit here and sit there and say, not to let them show proof. Let me tell you something. Let me explain this to you. If someone did not call a no-show or whatever, and then they call back 4 or 5 days later, 4 or 5 days later, you know that? And then they're going to sit there and going to tell you that something was wrong with their phone 4 or 5 days later. And do you think I'm not gonna ask them for the receipts or something like that? Because if it was true or something like that, they would have asked for it. But let me rephrase this. If it was me in that situation, I would be asking for receipts. I would be asking for receipts. And then, here's the kicker. Because I'm just to really raise up my voice in this one. And you gonna sit here and gonna say something like this. And to me, if someone needs to keep being reassured, I'm really done with this one. Reassured that I am there for them and a real friend. They have deeper issues than what they aren't even directed at me. I just happen to be in the crossfire or the person being lashed out at the moment. Let me tell you something. That you sitting here telling me that if someone constantly leaves me high and dry and they constantly leave me hanging and constantly burning me to the core, leaving me high and dry, not being committed to their word whatsoever. So you sitting here telling me that you the person, you will be committed to someone that is uncommitted to you? That's what you sitting here saying. That's exactly what you sitting there saying. And then, so how I'm understanding it is that you will be there for them as a friend as they getting over on you as much as they can, leaving you high and dry, leaving you burning and stuff like that. And I'm going to sit here and I'm going to tell you, you is one of the most stupidest ass motherfuckers that I done ever heard. Stupid. So that's what you sitting here telling me. What I said earlier is you will commit to somebody that is uncommitted to you, that has done left you high and dry. I'm going to sit here, I'm going to tell you something. It ain't no type of issue. I tell you what they're dealing with. They're dealing with an issue of they don't know how to commit because they don't know shit about commitment. They don't know nothing about commitment. That's the issue, what they're dealing with, and like I said, they gonna constantly get over on you, because you sit there and say that you will be there for a real fan. They ain't gonna see your damn commitment. They ain't gonna see it until you cut them off. And I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna say this, that you gonna sit here and gonna have the nerve enough to say that you gonna have the nerve enough to sit here and I'm gonna sit here and say some non-shit like that. I don't even know what type of thinking you got. I ain't never heard of somebody as backers you commit to somebody that is uncommitted to you. Like me, subscribers. I'm not going to commit to somebody that is constantly being uncommitted to me. That is stupid. Would you subscribers or viewers tell me in the comment section? Am I wrong for sitting here saying that if somebody done left me high and dry and they got 24 hours to explain themselves, not to have some type of explanation? Tell me. Because this person right here, it says to me, he letting people get over on him. Because like me, I'm not going to sit here and tolerate it. And then, let me sit here and tell you something if you watching this video. You had the destiny enough to say that I have trust and abandonment issues. I'm going to sit here and I'm going to tell you something. That, yeah, my clique is small. You're going to have to earn my trust. That's how I am. My clique is small. My clique is committed to me. I have 4 people that are whenever they want to meet up somewhere, they are there. If they're late 5 or 10 minutes, they are there. If they know something doesn't happen, they will tell me before ahead of time. That's why I got peace, and you probably ain't even got no goddamn peace. Because I know who to selectively choose in my clique. Because you got some backwards ass thinking. You really do. You got some backwards ass thinking. That's what you is. You is a backwards ass thinking motherfucker. You let a person leave you high and dry and always uncommitted to you. That particular uncommitted person is always gonna get over on you. Always get over on you. And I ain't never seen no type of because I'm going to sit here and I'm going to tell you something. That you can commit to uncommitted people all you want to and get burnt. But not me. And I bet you the rest of my subscribers, they ain't going to put up with that nonsense bullshit like you do. I am cutting this video off. I am tired of talking about this damn troller, this damn naysayer. And like you, it seems like you the one that's been burnt a lot and letting people get over on you. I'm cutting this video off. I don't give a damn if this motherfucker do, because I'll be ready for him. If I see this person in the comment section. Have a great day, people.